Our next story is about water. It's the lifeblood of any nation, vital for survival, for industry, for power. But what happens when access to that lifeblood is controlled by another country? For perspective, the Three Gorges Dam generates around 22 gigawatts. It has also refused to share data on water levels and rainfall. And now it is going ahead with the biggest project yet. It supports biodiversity and ecosystems. In India, the Brahmaputra flows through the northeastern states of Arunachal Pradesh and Assam. For starters, India must reject the notion that China owns the Brahmaputra. This is a transboundary river. Its waters belong to all riparian states, not just China. India should also consider its own water projects in the northeast, especially in Arunachal Pradesh. There is also the need for greater regional cooperation, perhaps a Brahmaputra River Basin Commission involving China, India, and Bangladesh. Something like the Mekong River Commission that oversees water issues in Southeast Asia. That may be a good starting point. But ultimately, water should not be a tool for war or coercion. It should be a bridge for peace and development. In Bangladesh, it is a lifeline for farmers and fishermen. If the river dries up, so will their fields and hopes. Experts say Beijing could reduce water flow during political tensions, basically weaponize water, and that is exactly what China could do. They say China could also trigger artificial floods by suddenly releasing water from the reservoir. There are other concerns like reduced oxygen in the water, a change in the flow of sediments, soil erosion, everything that can destroy the fragile Himalayan ecosystem. Simply put, China could choke the life out of the river. The worst part is the lack of trust. China has refused to be part of any multilateral water-sharing deal on the Brahmaputra. It does not even share data on water levels and rainfall. So India and Bangladesh have no way of knowing what China will do next. Instead, it went ahead with the project. And that is a nightmare scenario for India and Bangladesh. Now it plans to complete the dam by 2030. All this despite repeated calls from India and Bangladesh to hold talks, to share data, to carry out joint feasibility studies. But India and Bangladesh see this as a strategic move, a weaponized campaign of ecological aggression. China refused. Once that happens, Beijing will have full control over the Brahmaputra. The Chinese state media says this project is part of China's green energy transition. It will be one of the biggest in the world. They say the project will help achieve carbon neutrality by 2060. And here's why. We're talking about China's plan to build a massive dam on the Brahmaputra River. China began construction work on Friday. The project will cost around $167 billion. It is the lifeline of 135 million people. It feeds farms, factories, and homes. The project involves a mega hydropower station. And this raises two questions. How should India respond? And what role can the world play? It will generate over 60 gigawatts of electricity. But the bigger worry is how this will impact India and Bangladesh. The dam will be built in Tibet. This is not the first time China is taking unilateral decisions on the Brahmaputra. It has built several small dams on the river. You see, the Brahmaputra is more than just a river. As things stand, it is a classic case of might is right.